3 words. That's all it took to end my 9-year marriage. My wife texted me from her girls' trip in Vegas. The message was sweet, innocent. "Hey babe, are you okay? Missing you?" And she had no idea that 12 hours earlier I had found everything. The hotel receipts, the deleted messages, the photos she thought were gone forever. So when she asked if I was okay, typed 3 words that made her flight home the longest of her life. My name is Marcus. I'm 34 years old. And until 6 months ago, I thought I had the perfect life. I met Jenna during our junior year at Ohio State. She was studying marketing. I was grinding through an engineering degree. We met at a house party on Lane Avenue. The kind of party where the music is too loud and the drinks are too cheap. Spilled her drink on my shoes. I should have taken that as a sign. But instead, I saw this beautiful girl with bright green eyes and a laugh that could light up any room. She apologized like crazy, insisted on buying me a new pair of shoes. Told her dinner would be fine. That dinner turned into 9 years together. We got married when we were 25. Small ceremony in Columbus. Her parents paid for most of it. My family drove up from Kentucky. It was perfect, simple, real. We moved to Phoenix after I got a job with a tech firm. Good salary, great benefits. Enough for a nice house in Gilbert, just east of the city. Jenna found work at a marketing agency downtown. She was good at her job, really good. Started as an account coordinator. Within 3 years, she was a senior account manager. I was proud of her, genuinely proud. We talked about kids. Started trying when we were 30. Didn't happen right away, and Jenna took it hard. We saw specialists. Did all the tests. Doctors said nothing was wrong with either of us. Just keep trying, they said. So we did. But somewhere along the way, something shifted. Looking back now, I can see the cracks. The late nights at work that became routine. The client dinners that ran until midnight. The new gym membership she was suddenly obsessed with, but at the time, trusted her. Completely, because that's what love does. It blinds you to the things you don't want to see. The first moment of doubt came on a Tuesday in March. I remember it clearly because it was the day after my birthday. Jenna had thrown me a small party the night before, just a few friends, cake, the usual. I woke up feeling good, happy. Then I saw her phone light up on the nightstand. She was in the shower. The message preview popped up for just a second before the screen went dark. It was from someone named Client Derek. The message said, "Last night was amazing. Can't wait for Vegas." Now, I know what you're thinking. That's suspicious as hell, and you're right. But here's the thing about trust. When you've been with someone for almost a decade, your brain does this weird thing. It makes excuses for them. Maybe Derek was excited about a presentation. Maybe last night meant a successful pitch meeting. Maybe Vegas was a conference. So I did something I'm not proud of. I didn't say anything. I watched Jenna come out of the shower. Towel wrapped around her, smiling at me like nothing was wrong. "Morning, birthday boy," she said. "How do you feel?" "Good," I lied. Like really good. And I pushed that text to the back of my mind. But it didn't stay there for long. Over the next few weeks, I started noticing things. Small things. Things that probably meant nothing on their own, but together. They painted a picture I didn't. Want to see? She started keeping her phone face down. Always. She changed her passcode. When I asked why, she said her coworker saw her type it in, and she got paranoid. She bought new underwear, the fancy kind. Stuff she never wore for me. And then there were the gym sessions. Jenna had never been a gym person. Suddenly, she was going 5 days a week, sometimes twice a day. She always showered there before coming home. One night, I decided to surprise her. I drove to her gym with flowers. Figured I'd wait outside and walk her to her car. Her car wasn't in the parking lot. Sat there for an hour, waiting, watching. She never showed up. When she got home later that night, hair wet, gym bag in hand, she kissed me on the cheek and said, "Tough workout today." I almost asked her about it, but I didn't because I was terrified of the answer. Instead, I started digging. Of this next part, but I need you to understand, I was desperate. I couldn't eat, couldn't sleep. I was losing my mind. I checked our credit card statements. Nothing unusual. I looked at her Instagram activity, normal posts, normal likes. I even drove by her office a few times during lunch to see if her car was there. It always was. Maybe I was being paranoid. Maybe the stress of trying to have a baby was messing with my head. But then she told me about Vegas. It was a Thursday night. We were eating dinner, pasta, her favorite. So she said, twirling her fork, Ashley wants to do a girls' trip next month. Vegas? Just for the weekend? I looked at her. Vegas, I said. We've been planning it for a while. It's Ashley's birthday, so we're gonna go all out. I nodded slowly. Sounds fun. When? April 15th through the 18th. I made a mental note of those dates. Who's all going? I asked. Just me, Ashley, and Morgan. Maybe Brittany if she can get off work. Cool, I said. But my mind was racing. Can't wait for Vegas. That text from Derek. Was this the Vegas he was talking about? I didn't sleep that night. And for the next 3 weeks, I became someone I didn't recognize. April 14th. The day before her trip, Jenna was packing in the bedroom. I was sitting in my home office, pretending to work. But really, I was watching her through the reflection in my monitor. She pulled out that fancy underwear, the stuff she never wore. For me, she folded it carefully and placed it right on top. My chest tightened. Babe, have you seen my black heels? She called out. Check the closet, I said. My voice was flat, empty. She didn't notice. That night, we went to bed early. She kissed me goodbye even though she wasn't leaving until the morning. I'll miss you, she whispered. Me too, I said. I didn't sleep. At 5 a.m., she slipped out of bed, thought I was asleep. I watched through half-closed eyes as she grabbed her bag, checked herself in the mirror, and left. The front door clicked shut, and something inside me snapped. I waited 10 minutes. Then I got up. Ow. I walked into the bedroom and went straight to her side of the closet. For 9 years, I had respected her privacy, her space, her things. That ended today. I found it in 20 minutes. An old shoebox. Pushed to the back of the top shelf, hidden behind winter sweaters. Inside, second phone. My hands were shaking as I powered it on. Wasn't password protected. She never thought I'd find it. The messages loaded. Over 400 texts between Jenna and someone named D. I started reading. My entire world collapsed. The first message was dated 8 months ago. 8 months. A beautiful lunch today? Can't wait. Same spot. You know it. I scrolled faster. The messages got worse. I wish I could wake up next to you every morning. Soon, baby. Just need more time. How much longer? I'm tired of hiding. I know, me too. But Marcus can't find out yet. I read my name in his messages. In her replies, I read about the hotel rooms, the work trips that were actually weekend getaways, the gym sessions that were actually 2 p.m. hookups. I read about Vegas. They had been planning it for months. Derek was flying in separately, meeting her there. While Ashley and Morgan provided cover, they had a whole system. I had been blind. I sat on the floor of our closet and cried. Not sad tears, angry tears. For 30 minutes, I sat there, phone in hand, messages burning into my brain.
Dad.
Then I stopped crying, and I started planning. I spent the next 4 hours gathering evidence. I screenshot every message, every photo, every conversation about me, about us, about their plans. I found credit card statements she'd hidden in her email, hotel receipts, Uber rides to addresses that weren't her office. I found photos she took for him, photos that should have been for me. I downloaded everything, backed it up too. 3 different places: cloud storage, external hard drive, thumb drive. Then I put the phone back exactly where I found it, and I waited. At 2 p.m., my phone buzzed. A text from Jenna. Landed, Vegas, baby. I stared at the screen. She was with him right now, probably in an Uber, laughing, holding hands, planning their weekend together. And she thought I was home, clueless, Waiting for her like a loyal dog, I typed back, "Have fun. Be safe." She sent a heart emoji. I almost threw my phone across the room, but I didn't. Because I had a plan, that night I moved half of our savings into a new account under just my name. I called a divorce lawyer I found online, left a message explaining my situation. I packed a bag with my essentials, put it in my car, and then I did something I never thought I'd do. I called Ashley. She answered on the third ring. "Marcus." "Hey, what's up?" "Hey, Ashley," I said. My voice was calm. "Cold. Quick question. What hotel are you guys staying at?" I want to send Jenna some flowers." Silence. A long silence. Let me think. "We're at the ... the Bellagio." "Bellagio," I repeated. "Cool, thanks." I hung up. Then I checked the hotel receipts I'd found earlier. Jenna was at the Cosmopolitan, different hotel. Ashley had just confirmed everything. Saturday night. It's 8:47 p.m. I was sitting in the dark. Living room lights off, TV off. Just me and my thoughts. My phone buzzed. A text from Jenna. "Hey babe, are you okay?" Missing you, I stared at those words for a long time. Are you okay? Such a simple question. Such a caring question. If I didn't know what I knew, I would have smiled. Maybe sent back something sweet. Something about how much I missed her. But I did know. I knew she was asking because he was probably in the shower. Maybe they'd just finished dinner. Maybe she was feeling guilty and wanted to ease her conscience. I typed my response slowly, carefully. 3 words. I found everything.
Hit.
Send. Then I waited. 1 minute. 2 minutes. 3 minutes. My phone rang. Jenna, I let it go to voicemail. She called again. Voicemail again? Voicemail? Then the texts started flooding in. "Marcus, what are you talking about? Please call me." "Marcus, I'm freaking out. What do you mean everything?" "Please, please, please call me." I didn't respond. Just let her panic. For 2 hours, my phone blew up. Calls, texts, more calls. Then, around 11 p.m., a different message. "I'm coming home. I'm on the first flight out." I typed back, "Don't bother. Oh, I won't be here." Then I turned off my phone. That night, I slept at a hotel near the airport. Not because I was leaving, but because I needed space. I needed to breathe. I needed to figure out what came next. Sunday morning, 10 a.m., I turned my phone back on. 47 missed calls. Over 100 texts, most from Jenna, some from Ashley, one from Morgan, one from a number I didn't recognize. I opened it. It says, "Derek, I don't know what you think you know, but you need to calm down. Don't do anything stupid." I laughed. Out loud, in the middle of a Marriott lobby. This guy had the audacity to tell me to calm down. I screenshot that message, added it to my collection. Then I texted him back. I know everything. The hotel rooms, the gym sessions, the 3 p.m. Ubers to your apartment in Scottsdale, the photos she sent you, the plans you made for Vegas. You want me to keep going? He didn't respond. At noon, Jenna's flight landed in Phoenix. I know because she texted me. "I'm home." "Where are you? Need to talk, please." I was already at the house, sitting in the living room. Lights on this time. A folder on the coffee table. Printed screenshots, highlighted receipts. A timeline of every lie she'd told me over the past 8 months. I heard her key in the lock. The door opened, and there she was. She looked terrible. Mascara streaked, eyes red and swollen. "Hair a mess, Marcus," she whispered. I didn't stand up, didn't move. "Sit down," I said. She sat across from me, hands trembling. "Let me explain." "No." I cut her off. "I don't want your explanations. I don't want your excuses. I don't want your apologies." I slid the folder across the table. "I want you to look at this." She opened it and watched her face crumble. Every screenshot, every receipt, every photo. "Where did you the shoebox?" I said. "Top shelf? Behind the sweaters?" She closed her eyes. "Marcus, please. It was a mistake." "He meant nothing." 8 months, I interrupted. 8 months of hotels, of lies, of looking me in the eyes and telling me you loved me while you were sleeping with someone else. That's not a mistake, Jenna. That's a choice. She was crying. Now, sobbing, reaching for my hands, I pulled away. I've already talked to a lawyer, I said. I'll be staying somewhere else until this is finalized. Marcus, please, we can work through this. We can go to therapy. No, we can't. I stood up. I loved you, I said. I loved you more than I've ever loved anyone. And you threw it away for him. I walked to the door.
Marcus.
She screamed. Don't do this, please. I stopped. Hand on the doorknob. Turned around one last time. You asked me if I was okay? I said quietly. I'm not. But I will be. I walked out. That was 6 months ago. The divorce was finalized 3 weeks ago. She tried to fight it at first. For reconciliation, sent letters, flowers. Even had her mother call me, but I was done. The evidence I'd gathered made everything easier. My lawyer called it one of the most well-documented infidelity cases she'd ever seen. Jenna got the house. I didn't want it. Too many memories. I got to keep my retirement accounts and most of our investments. Fair trade, I guess. As for Derek, turns out he was married too. His wife Rachel found out about everything when Jenna's texts started getting desperate. Jenna actually called their house trying to find him. Looking for comfort, I guess, Rachel answered. From what I heard, that conversation did not go well. Last I checked, Derek and Rachel are also divorced. He lost his job shortly after. Apparently, he worked at the same company as Jenna. HR doesn't look kindly on workplace affairs, especially when they involve married employees. Karma, I guess. I moved to Denver. New city, new job, new start. Some days are harder than others. I still wake up reaching for her side of the bed, still catch myself thinking about something I want to tell her. 9 years doesn't just disappear, but I'm healing. Slowly. I started therapy. Twice a week at first. Now once a week. It helps. I reconnected with old friends I'd lost touch with. Started hiking again. Joined a climbing gym. I even went on a date last month. First one since college. It was awkward. It's clumsy. We both spilled drinks, but I laughed. Really laughed. For the first time in a long time, I don't know what the future holds. I don't know if I'll ever fully trust someone again. But I know this. I survived. I found out the worst truth about someone I loved. I looked it in the face. And I walked away with my dignity intact. It's worth something. Here's what I've learned from all of this. Trust your gut. If something feels wrong, it probably is. I ignored the signs for months because I didn't want to believe them. That denial cost me 8 months of my life I'll never get back. Document everything. If you ever find yourself in a situation like mine, protect yourself. Legally, financially, emotionally, and most importantly, know your worth. Jenna made a choice. She chose to lie, to cheat, to betray everything we'd built together. But I made a choice too. One chose myself. And that's the choice that saved me. If you're going through something similar right now, I want you to know you're not alone. It gets better. It might not feel like it today or tomorrow, but it does. You're stronger than you think. I want to hear from you in the comments. Have you ever experienced something like this? How did you handle it? What would you have done differently? Drop your story below. I read every single comment. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button. I've got more stories coming. Stories about betrayal, about healing, about finding yourself on the other side of the worst moments of your life. Next week, I'm sharing a story about a woman who found her husband's secret family after 23 years of marriage. You don't want to miss it. Until then, take care of yourselves. And remember, you deserve someone who chooses you. Every single day. I'll see you in the next one.